Welcome. So you want to start a personal brand, you want to start making content, and you want to achieve your life of financial freedom, location freedom, blah, 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 whatever. But there's a million things that's running through your head as of this moment, and you don't know what to record. You want to talk about business, you want to talk about sports, you want to talk about skiing, you want to talk about art, you want to talk about videography. Your mind's all over the places with your interests, and you don't know what to record. There's a lot going through your head, but in reality, you need to niche down with your personal brand, especially if you want to be profitable. Lucky for you guys, you got me, and I'm going to sort that shit out for you. Now you're probably thinking, who the fuck am I? Just a random guy in a tank top in every single video in his kitchen. Well, let me break it down. My name is Zain, and I'm a copywriter who helps creators and coaches build out the personal brands and monetize their audience via funnels. And if you're watching this and you need help with building out your personal brand, or you need help with monetizing your audience, you can book a one-to-one call with me, link in the description. All right, let's find your niche. Let's get into it. Step one, identify what you're good at. I want you to look yourself in the mirror or look at your environment and understand and tell yourself, what are you good at? What have you done in the past? What sports have you done? What skills have you learned? What have you achieved? What do you do currently for work? What do you have experience in or knowledge in that the average person doesn't have? Once you find that one crucial bit out, that's your competitive advantage, and that's something you can leverage for your personal brand. Now, whenever you pick out a niche, you preferably want to be somewhat passionate about it or somewhat interested in it, because understand that you're here for the long game. You're here for years, 2, 3, 4 decades, okay? You're not here for months, which means that if you pick a niche and you're not interested in it enough, long term, you're going to die out, you're going to get burnt out, and you're not going to enjoy the whole process, and you're going to fall off. And you're not going to make any content. Now, like I said before, look at your hobbies. What are you currently good at? Do you play football? And if you play football every day with your friends or your family, or you go to the park and you just dribble around, do your little bits, then start recording content on doing football. Start creating content around being an athlete. Start creating content about injury preventions for footballers. Start picking little topics around that certain niche of football and start creating content on that. And once you have that hobby, which you start making content on, you start to attract like-minded people who also like football and come to you as a source of information to teach you about football, injury preventions, and all that stuff around it. And that is an audience you can monetize. Now, if it's a skill that you currently have or you're currently good at, then start teaching that. If you're an email marketer, start teaching email marketing towards people. Start creating content on that. Attract like-minded individuals or business owners through your email marketing content. Maybe you have an experience in hiring people for companies, and now you can start creating content on how to hire people as a CEO and start teaching other CEOs how to hire the right people, the right skills, the right personality, the right culture. Really dig deep into your niche and see what you're good at, because everyone has something that they're good at or has experience in. And lastly, if you really don't know what to talk about and you're like, crap, I have none of that skills, I have nothing I'm interested in, I have no hobbies, I'm a boring fucker, I'm lonely, my life is going in a downward spiral, going a bit too deep here. But look at other creators. So what content do you watch on YouTube and try and copy them, try and copy their style, not fully, but incorporate your own personality towards it, and start doing similar content to your favorite creators. There's this famous saying by Pablo Picasso, good artists copy, great artists steal, okay? And you can do exactly the same. It's what people do in different industries. Content creation, people copy each other. In sales, people copy each other. In marketing, people copy each other. They copy what works, so you can do the same and incorporate your own little personality towards it. Now, once you identify your niche or something that you're good at, that you're already halfway there. And then from there, all you need to do is press the camera, press record, get a mic, and start talking on camera and uploading. That's literally it, all right? Now, let's look at some examples. Look at Iman Gadzhi. He talks about self-improvement, agencies, and business. That's his main topics. That is his niche. Now you look at Hamza, he talks about business and he talks about self-improvement. That is his niche. You look at Ryan Cernhut, he talks about real estate, luxury real estate. That is his niche. And that's what they create content on, is within their niche. And that's how they attract the right people to market towards to, or market their product or service towards to. Another one is Cardinal Mason, he talks about copywriting a lot, has his course, he's earning $600,000 a month, because he talks about copywriting and just all he does is talk about copywriting, right? That's his niche. The more specific audience you can attract, the more profitable you will be. I want you to understand that. The more specific that you are in your niche, the more profitable you will be. Now, A little caveat to this is that when you're starting out, you want to niche down. But as you grow and grow and grow to a big audience, you get to 500,000 to a million, you can start changing your content style a little bit, your content topics. You can start changing it up a little bit and start reaching the masses. And when you start reaching the masses, you can start attracting more audiences. But at the start, you need to niche down, okay? And on the contrary, if you do decide to talk about random shit at the start, you're going to attract viewers, but you're going to attract all sorts of different viewers, okay? And when you optimize for views, you can't really monetize that well. It's hard to monetize viewers who all have different interests. I want you to understand that. All right, so I've helped you pick your niche. I want to move on to step 2, which is a bit more further into your content creation. So, step 2, post consistently. And when I say post consistently, I'm talking about minimum once a week, preferably once a week. Now, you can do 2, 3, 4 times a week. You can do daily. You can grow faster that way. But if you want to improve the quality of your videos, then you want to go once a week. I've seen people grow to 600 to a million just posting once a week. And I've seen people grow to a million through posting daily or 2, 3, 4 times a week. So it varies up to you, but you need to stay consistent. People need to see your face regularly. You need to be a familiar face to your audience. You need to build that trust towards them. When you build that trust, they're more likely to buy something off of you when you do release your product or service, okay? And lastly, step 3, which is optional. But if you don't know where to start and you don't know what niche to pick and you are just lost in your content creation, you want to start a personal brand, but you really don't have any idea where to start, the best thing you can do is pick a skill and document your journey. I'll repeat this, pick a skill and document your journey. Audiences can relate more to the person who is starting out in their journey or is an underdog or is going through their come up story. Everyone loves a documentation because when you do make it to the top, they can see your whole document from the start. And the more you document, the more you'll grow. It's like kind of exponential. It's like this, right? Now, understand that if you do document your journey, it's much more of a longer process to monetize because at the start, you're learning the skill, you're telling people that you're learning the skill. But once you get to a certain point, you can start monetizing 2, 3, 4 down the road. Iman Gadzhi done the exact same thing. He documented his journey from the start, built that trust along the way, grew to 10, 20, 30, 40K a month, and then released his agency. But by that point, he's built enough trust of his audience because they've all seen his journey. They know where he came from and they know where he is now. They feel like they're part of the family. And you can do the exact same. Now, some things you can document is getting your first client, hitting your first paycheck, hitting your first 10K a month, 20K a month. That's what I'm doing. I'm kind of documenting hitting my first 10K a month at the moment. So I hope this helps. I hope you can pick a niche now. I hope you have something to pick and start creating a personal brand because I will tell you right now, creating a personal brand is probably the best thing you'll ever do in your life. You will get financial freedom. You will have location freedom and you can do whatever the fuck you want. That's amazing. That's true freedom. Now, I don't say this enough. Apparently, I was told to say this quite often is like and subscribe and comment down below. And when you do comment your niche. What niche are you in? What niche do you want to pick? I'm kind of interested, right? So let me know down in the comments below and I'll get in touch with you and start a conversation going. So until then, I'll see you soon.